sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn on the notification so you get notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you also, and I want to say a very big shout out to every one of you for all the support and love you all give me here. I am truly grateful. Thank you all so much. So today we'll be talking about something very important, but before we get into this discussion, I am going to say that white people are really unbelievable and delusional. I mean, now a boy was murdered. Jordan Neely was murdered in New York in a train, right? By a firefighter. He was actually talking to himself and he only needed water and he said he was hungry, right? But they choked this young man till he died. And people around were telling them, you guys are going to kill this person. They did not listen, not until this young man passed away. He probably has mental problem or something. He was broken and ended up dying broken, right? Black people and other people, even white people, they have taken to their social medias to talk about it, and everybody is asking and pleading for justice for Jordan because he does not deserve to die the way he died. He was not armed. He was not with anything. He did not threaten anybody. He did not do anything wrong. They just leaned and chained him in broad daylight. And to my greatest surprise, white people actually came out to defend this. And I am asking, where is your humanity? And not just only trying to defend rubbish. They decided to, at the same time, lie against the young man. Like, who really created you guys? Who bettered you? You know what? Still go to the screen. Let me roll this clip. We'll come back to talk about it. And I absolutely want to read your comment. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. And straight up, let me roll the...
This is Jordan Neely. Jordan Neely is currently fucking dead after he was choked out for 15 minutes by a Marine. He was asking for food and water. He was hungry and houseless and experiencing a mental health crisis. And now he's fucking dead. But none of you get to act fucking surprised or heartbroken when every single time something violent in this country is blamed on mental illness. Black disabled people have been telling you for years now that blaming violent behavior on mental illness only excuses white people while criminalizing black people. And it leads us to getting killed. It leads black, disabled, and mentally ill people to getting killed. But you don't care. You've heard all the statistics. This is something we say every fucking time. So you are just as responsible as the person that took his life. Because at this point, you have to know your comfortable lie is black people's death sentence. Looks like I got girly pop all up in her feelings.
Okay, well, since all white people ever are responsible for that poor young man's horrific death, I need to know what I need to tell my nephew to do. He's white, by the way. So I need to know what I need to tell him to do to end systemic racism. So what should he do to the cops when he sees it happening? Should he grab a gun off of them and shoot the cops in the head?
I'm just so confused. I want to go back to what I said for a second. But none of you get to act fucking surprised or heartbroken when every single time something violent in this country is blamed on mental illness. Black disabled people have been telling you for years now that blaming violent behavior on mental illness only excuses white people while criminalizing black people. I said none of you. I didn't specify race, but let's move on.
Do I need to become a domestic terrorist to avenge his death?
If you want to.
I'm confused. I just need to know, because if I'm responsible for his death, I want to know how to make it right.
Okay.
What should I do?
You can stop acting like mental illness is the root of all violence in this country. That was the point.
I bet you didn't know that when white people try to go against the system, they get treated worse than the patriarchy hates. Did you know that? Did you? Oh, you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that. There's no way that you could possibly know that.
Yes, I don't mean to cut this weepy diatribe and weaponized incompetence short, but I have not been surrounded by white people my entire life and have learned nothing. Otherwise, do you think I would be here right now? In the midst of you talking yourself into circles, you hit upon something that is actually crucially important, which is that the only reason you all don't enact change is because you fear of being treated like us, which is why you are all as incompetent as you are. Because the reality is that if you wanted to, you would. If you wanted to, you would. Realistically, this system could not exist without your investment in it, truthfully. And if you want suggestions, a very simple way to stop this bullshit from happening is to stop blaming every bad thing in this country on mental illness. Like, that's the point. Because it means a death sentence for Black people who are from a mental health crisis. Because we're conditioning to look at mental health problems as violence. But I don't think you're going to do any of that. I think you're weepy and ineffectual. And have no desire to change any of these systems that benefit you. You even said so yourself. But for those who actually want to do something, look into your local government's initiatives on mental health services, supports for houseless people, see if you can volunteer for different organizations, and get to know the houseless population where you live.
Like grab a gun off of them and shoot the cops in the head?
No. But he should do something. Everybody witnessing this event should be doing something. Cops actually get punished when they kill white people. Your son in this scenario needs to put himself between the Black person and the cops. That is where we are.
The police are very unlikely to shoot white children in a world full of cameras. Have you seen a video of them doing it yet? Because you either care about injustice or you don't. You either see what's going on in the world right now, and we are in serious crisis,
Or you don't.
Is murdered in New York for the crime of being loud in a subway. And the U.S. Marine who murdered him is not getting prosecuted. Everything about this scenario is white supremacy in action. Number 1, unhinged white vigilantism. It is not in any way shocking that the unhinged murderer in this case is a Marine. As the world's policeman, we literally train our armed forces to go out and commit unfettered violence against brown and Black bodies. Why are we surprised when they bring it back here? Next, the media apparatus treating a Black man existing as more of a societal threat than a white man killing somebody. And of course, the justice system follows suit. Let's call it what it is. A Black man was just publicly lynched, and we got it all on camera, and apparently no one's facing any charges for it. If this does not convince you that the American system doesn't value Black life, nothing.
We are beyond hope. The younger generation is beyond hope. The left is beyond hope. The country is beyond hope. Our society and the lack of morals, values, and critical thinking that are lacking in this country, we are beyond hope. So let's talk some facts and not emotion, okay? So, number 1, he got on the subway train and started cursing, starting verbally threatening people. He started verbally assaulting people. He stated that he doesn't care if he goes to jail. He doesn't care if he gets a life sentence, and threatened to harm the passengers. One Marine grabbed him and put him in a chokehold, and it took 2 other people to restrain him, one of which were Black. Textbook self-defense. Textbook self-defense. There's no freaking question about it. He has been arrested 44 times for violent things, for violent crimes, and somehow made it back on the street. But yes, it's the fault of the white Marine that defended himself and everybody else on the goddamn train. Because it's so much easier to blame somebody than take a look in your own backyard. Ladies and gentlemen, if the left would have it their way, you could be spit in the face, punched in the face, and thrown on the ground, and if you would do anything, it's racism and white supremacy. That is the left's way. However, if they burn the country down for an entire summer in 2020, creating like $2, $3, $4 billion in damages, it's a-okay. Why? Because it's their side who's doing it. This is what we have to deal with in America in 2023. This is what we are dealing with, and this freaking narrative, they're just waiting for an excuse to riot. This is it.
So I am going to start by saying these people are seriously unbelievable. I mean, this young man is a liar. When I say a liar, pathological liar. Let me start with that. Number one is that this man does not try to verbally abuse anybody or something. He said he is hungry and thirsty, right? Usually, when people do that in the train, it's either you want to give them money or you don't want to give them money, right? But shocking somebody for how many minutes? Not until the person stops breathing. And somebody, a human being, is not thinking about somebody that just died, somebody that just lost his life. He is busy wanting to defend bullshit, because this is what I call bullshit. Yeah, you all can defend rubbish because it is not happening to you. Do not worry. The table is absolutely definitely going to turn. Let's see how you are going to react. A black man was murdered, broad daylight, lane and sheen, and it's okay for you to come here and defend bullshit. It's all right. We will see. It's not going to take time. Will it take time? Of course, it's not going to take time. Let's see how it goes. This is where I am going to draw the curtain. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.